I like that better than the old Michael Bay style with the camera shaking and Martin yelling and Will Smith yelling. You don't know what's going on, and I can't stand that. Like Transformers, remember that with the robots? It's like the camera was up in their butt, and you couldn't see nothing because the robots were real big and everything was shaking. Michael Bay style. Sorry, Michael Bay, but your style is whack. Anyways. Yo, what's up, everybody? We just finished watching Bad Boys 4, Ride or Die with Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. When they wanted to do the Bad Boys series again, because there had been that long hiatus, and they picked it up at 3. I was thinking, man, Hollywood is just running out of ideas. These guys, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? But when I watched part 3, it was really good. And then so you want to watch part 4.
They did a good job with part 3. I agree with that with this movie as well. I have to give them a big score from this because it feels like they kept up, even though this movie, the very first one is from 1995, and the second one, I remember going to the theater. I was still in high school. I think that they kept up with the times really well. 2024 compared to their 1995 edition, you can really see how times have changed just by watching these movies. With the technology, with the cameras they're using, with the new cinematic angles that they're using, they're up there with the latest greatest, which is what I appreciate from this film.
Yeah, once again, a lot of crazy drone shots, a lot of action shots. Seems like they're using a lot of drone shots in action films right now. What I like about that is they have to choreograph with the actors, all right, when the drone gets over here. So you don't want to miss a shot, someone getting shot or something like that. So it's going around, you're seeing all the action. I like that better than the old Michael Bay style with the camera shaking and Martin yelling and Will Smith yelling. You don't know what's going on, and I can't stand that. Like Transformers, remember that with the robots? It's like the camera was up in their butt, and you couldn't see nothing because the robots were real big and everything was shaking. Michael Bay style. Sorry, Michael Bay, but your style is whack. Anyways, but this film was great. It was smooth. You had the drones moving. They were following the action. Like Chris said, the technology has really made the films better. The storytelling was good, So for them to rehash after that long period of time after part 2, part 3 was good. I was hearing rumblings about them being worried because of the incident with Will Smith and Chris Rock. They were worried about part 4. But this film cost $100 million and it made a little over $400 million worldwide. So I wouldn't be surprised if they went ahead and did another one.
Yeah, despite what Will Smith have done, there's still a fan base for Bad Boys in general. So it's just one of those things where, just like the singer Chris Brown beats someone up, he still has fan base. That he got them loyalists. So they're paying $1,000 for Instagram pictures. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked here. But
true.
Yeah, there's no breaking the fan base when you're a fan. Bad Boys has managed to maintain its identity through it all and still be a good time. And surprisingly, it made me laugh a few times, way more than I expected. There was definitely some unfunny parts where there's just crickets in the room between me and my brother and the other people that were watching. But I was surprisingly laughing pretty hard at some of the parts in this movie.
It's a popcorn movie. It's an action film. Won't put you to sleep unless you're already tired. It's a good movie. Martin is hilarious. I want to see Martin in more movies. I don't know anything. I don't know if he has a health condition. I'm not sure, but I'd like to see him in more movies. Just period. I know he's rich and doesn't have to do more movies, but it would be good to see him doing other projects.
Will Smith probably had to beg him to be in this one.
Yeah, I think he probably did. Hey, let's do it again,
Yeah.
Because Will Smith's movies, they're better than my movies, but, Hancock, he wanted to be a superhero, my thing about that is he didn't want to be like a Marvel hero or DC hero at first. He just was like, well, I'm Will Smith. I'll just make up a hero.
Or Neo.
Or Neo. Yeah, he should have did that film. But he regrets that. But he did Hancock. And I don't know how that wasn't, it wasn't an actual hero. It was something he made up. And then he did I Am Legend. He said, why don't we do a film with just me by myself? You know what I mean? I'm a star. People watch me, just me. You know what I mean? And a dog. So Then he did that. Then he did what's the one? Gemini Man. I'm gonna play the good guy
Yeah,
and I'm gonna play the bad guy.
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? I can do that. I'm Will Smith.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my only thing. And I mean, I like Gemini Man. I like I Am Legend, but yeah, you're just watching it like, come on, dog. Like, for real, put some other actor. Put me in the film. Put my brother. Put my brother in. Do something. Just But this right here, Martin Lawrence. It's just good. They have great chemistry.
Yeah, it's like that same chemistry that Chris Rock. Fuck. I s-
Chris Rock got slapped. His cheek is still.
Still no. It's like that same chemistry with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan in Rush Hour. I wish they would make more movies together because those were hilarious. I prefer those over Bad Boys, but hopefully I don't get busted for that because there's a real fan base for Bad Boys. I know that.
Yeah,
There's like loyalists.
yeah.
No matter what the actors do in real life, don't mess with their Bad Boys. So we have to be careful with this review. No, I'm joking. It was actually a good movie, so it holds its own. It doesn't need any sugarcoating.
Yeah,
It was good. Again, there were some moments that just wasn't funny at all. That they meant to meant for it to be funny, but someone's gonna laugh at that joke.
yeah,
Just wasn't for me personally, but I can see how someone else would find some of those things hilarious.
yeah. Yeah, this movie will definitely hold its own. They did a great job. So, once again, kudos to the team. Part three kind of reminded me, it started to remind me of like Fast and the Furious. It started to have that.
I avoided those movies.
You didn't
I
watch it?
probably I stopped watching them after part two.
Dang. Yeah,
The very first one
yeah.
with The Rock, I saw half of that, and then I seen one more in between, and then I saw all of Tokyo Drift, which was good.
You like Tokyo Drift?
It was okay. It was better than I thought it would be
Hmm.
because I did not have any expectations at all.
It kind of gave me that feel of the action, not so like crazy though. The action in Fast and Furious is just ridiculous. But like I said, I'm just glad that they let someone else direct it.
We're watching movies, we're making decisions to watch certain movies. We're gonna have to purposely find bad movies to watch because this was another solid one. Don't really have much to say that was negative about it. There are certain things that didn't care for us, like some of the jokes, but it did a good job again with the serious parts and combining it with comedy. And I imagine as a writer and stuff, that's something really difficult to do. So I just want to give these guys and their work the credit that it deserves by giving it 2 cups of coffee.
I was thinking the same thing as soon as the movie was over. It's a solid 2 cups of coffee. Uh, yeah. Chris
We're
is
gonna
right.
we're
Yeah.
gonna be divided one day. I promise
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We already have a movie that we're gonna review that we already talked about.
Yeah.
I think we're divided on, but yeah. But this one, it's a solid movie. Part three was solid. This one's solid. They made 4 times their money back. They're probably gonna do another one. Yeah. So I give it 2 cups of coffee.
They had $100 million budget
Yeah.
and made 400 million.
Yeah. Worldwide.
So maybe we need to watch Borderlands next.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna have to watch that one next. I think it's still in the theater though, ain't
Yeah, and that's strange because at this point,
it?
after coming home with 8 million, after 100 million budget, that's just not good. Before everyone finds out that the movie sucks, they should probably just throw it into digital before people find out, put two and two together, and realize what it is,
Yeah.
which is probably the number one movie to avoid.
Yeah. And they're keeping it in the theater, hoping and praying that this surge of people are just going to go in to see it. But yeah, well, we can't wait to do a Borderlands review. So yeah, that would be one of the ones that we're going to be watching. So
And we're counting on giving that a negative review. But
yeah,
we have open mind.
yeah,
Hopefully, with the low expectations, it'll surprise us.
I'll be just watching it as a movie itself to see how it plays out. So
And I'll be watching it as a gamer. So you have two completely different perspectives.
yeah, but yeah, with that being said, if you guys have any comments or any suggestions on what we should watch, make sure to let us know below and make sure to subscribe.
Real bros out.
Later.